Hey everybody, we're Facebook Live. This is Ron Garrett. You're looking at today's great guest here at the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. You have Frank Pizarro, the great Dianne Davis, Neil Portnoy, and there he is, Tom Hillary, and Bert Davis is here along with that. Mark is behind the board, and where's he's done, right? Whatever happened to Mr. Nofo? Right. He's working, that's why he's not here. So I'm Ron, get ready for the show. We're going to be going live on the air, AM 670 KMCQ in 1 minute and 15 seconds.
Wow, that's exact.
If you're concerned about the power
I got a countdown clock,
generate your own supply of off-grid
Everybody
electricity,
stand by.
this
We're a great
will be
lineup
the
today.
most
We're going to have a lot of fun.
message you'll hear this year.
We're going to talk about a lot of great things. We're going to listen to a lot of good music.
Solar generators.
Make sure your phones are on silent.
These emergency backup systems provide life-saving
Put your
backup
phones on
power
silent.
when you need it most. And unlike gas generators, solar
42
generators
seconds.
run quietly, emit no dangerous fumes, and produce an endless
You ready,
supply
Mark?
of free electricity from the sun. Whether it's wildfires, dangerous weather, power grid issues, or just getting off the grid, you'll never have to suffer through painful power outages again. Even better, all this week, radio listeners get over $700 in free off-the-grid bonuses too. Go to mysolarbackup.com to learn more and check availability. That's mysolarbackup.com. Look for the free report, Crisis Cooling, how to make absolutely sure your meat, milk, and medicines stay safe and cool in any power outage. Yours free at mysolarbackup.com.
Live from the South Point Hotel Casino and Spa Studio from the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, AM 670 KMCQ, Las Vegas. Locally owned and operated by Kemp Broadcasting and Digital Outdoor.
Las Vegas rocks all around the clock. Las Vegas rocks, 'cause this town never stops. Las Vegas rocks all around the clock, 'cause the town never stops. Las Vegas rocks.
It's the Las Vegas Rocks radio show, the show before the show. Join us for a fast-paced hour of celebrity interviews and entertainment news. And now, here's Ron.
And welcome everybody to the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. I'm your host, Ron Garrett. Hey, join me and one of the top 100 influential men of Las Vegas, Mr. Neil Portnoy, my co-host from Portnoy Gallery.
Hey, Ron, how you doing?
100 of the finest men. Is the finest man?
I don't know. I want to make the top three and be the top vote getter and see what happens.
Okay, but sitting next to you is movie maker and one of Fortune magazine's top 500, Tom Hillary. So listen, guys, which one is it? Is it better to be the top 100 or better to be the top 500?
Well, it depends which 500 you're talking about, Ron.
I know, but he's got better odds of being more famous.
Well, he wants to be in the big three. It's just going to be a small enough big three.
Okay.
He's going to make it. I have
Thanks,
faith
Tom.
in him.
Also, welcome to the studio, singer, entertainer, first responder, the talented Frank Bizarro. Hello, Frank.
How you doing, Ron?
There he is. We got a lot to talk about with you.
I hope so.
You're a busy cat, and you got some great stuff to talk to us about, and then also your firefighter memorial transport service.
Yes,
which
indeed. Yes, indeed.
.org.
.org.
You notice I put it on the thing I put out on Facebook.
Because you're also like that.
On your so people would. I don't know if anybody got to the site or not, but did you make any money last week?
No.
Okay, nobody called. Nobody went to that site. It's all right. It's all right. Anyway, we're talking about that today and all the other things, the great things that you've done. Next to Frank this evening is entertainment, lifestyles reporter, and columnist, Miss Dianne Davis.
And I'm not at top anything. I'm going to have to go out and find something to be top at.
You're in the top 10 on my list.
Okay, I like that.
Okay, and everybody else is listed here as well. On the phone tonight is the Vegas diva herself, Miss Rose Kingsley. She'll be calling in at 5:30. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll start the conversation shortly, but first our disclaimers. We'll do that first. Number one, this is a live radio station with all the licenses necessary to play all the music we're going to play. So we are a broadcast station, AM 670 KMCQ, and we subscribe to the various publishing services, CSAC, BMI, and ASCAP. So anything we play is cleared. This is a regular radio station. We wanted to say that going into this so we don't get blocked like we have a couple of times in the past. And the shout-outs now. Our shout-outs go out this morning where am I? This evening. I'm in the morning show, apparently. Mark, I switched over to your show.
All right.
Yeah.
To my honey Tammy, she's listening in the car or at home on a big speaker. I love you, baby. She's my biggest fan, and she's at home right now. And I put some chicken cacciatore into a slow cooker. And when I get home from the radio show, she'll be ready to eat.
Sweet.
Some chicken cacciatore in the slow cooker. I think it's going to be good. What do you think?
You're Italian. You cook. It's
Yeah,
going to be
I
excellent.
do all that.
It's gonna
Say
be
hello to Tommy, Ronka, and Janie down in Maricopa, Arizona. Janet Conway up in New Jersey. You're from Somerville, isn't that right?
Somerville, New Jersey.
Right. So
Born and raised.
Janet's closer to Newark, I believe.
Okay.
But she's up in New Jersey. And my friend Jean Ferrari, who's in Naples, Florida, getting ready to come back to Vegas in the spring. We're lining
We
up some
locked in
gigs.
a time finally for Gina.
Not yet, but it's going to be in the spring.
All right.
It's going to be the spring. We'll get past everything and get back to more normal than we already are. The Go Live Vegas people, we are running this show on Go Live Vegas, the app. If you have it, you're listening to it on the app as a radio show. Say hello to Raquel and Aaron Elegas over there, and we're going to run a commercial for them. You got that commercial up, Mark?
Which one?
The Go Live Vegas one? We're going to run that in a little while. Also, the one for the Fair to Remember with Derek. The Alexa, and also, you say Alexa, give me the Las Vegas Rocks radio show, and on Go Live Vegas, and it'll come up.
It'll come up now.
Yeah, that's all you got to do.
Yep.
Fancy.
So if you got Alexa, say Alexa, let me hear the Las Vegas Rocks radio show on the Go Live Vegas app,
And it will come up.
and it'll come right up. That's going to be amazing. I want to say hello to A.J. Dean, who has the Film Talk podcast, and her A.J. Dean and Friends. And Paul Vado is her co-host, and she is an interesting lady, and she's a producer with a bunch of people, and she gave us a shout-out. We're giving her a shout-out tonight. Check out A.J. Dean and her Film Talk podcast. Hello, A.J. Also, little Anthony Bourdain. We're going to get him in town shortly. We're working on it right now. We have a date we'll announce very soon for little Anthony coming to town for his CD release press party, red carpet party.
We're also going to try to get him some gigs when he comes in to make it profitable for him
We are?
when he gets here. Yeah.
We are. We're going to get him some gigs.
Yep, I'm working on it.
You are?
Yep.
Also, not only are you a gallery owner and a great artist, you're also a booking agent now. Is that right now?
I do everything.
I guess so. That's okay. All live music venues, we shout out to all of them, especially the Spaghetti Circuit. Everybody who works in an Italian restaurant around town. You can name them off: Siena, Prosecco's, Spaghettios, what else, Neil?
Italian American Club.
Italian American Club with the best.
Battaglia.
It depends what side of town you're on. There's like 30 on each side and about 40 in the middle.
You know, Italians, restaurant owners like music in their places.
Yes, they do.
That's true. You don't see any music at Weiss's Deli. It's all at the Italian restaurants. Maybe they should do that after a while.
No,
Barbara Brighton. Let's say hello to Barbara. Here you go, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Hello,
Hi, Barbara.
Barbara.
Barbara, I hope you use the spray can and you know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
Well, her shoes. She wants the whites of the bottom of her shoes to be black like the tops. And I told her Magic Market doesn't work on that type of material.
You tell her you don't do shoes.
Booking agent, artist.
That's right.
Yeah, really.
You want to add that to your list, Neil? You
I
do
will.
shoes?
I do shoes.
Anyway, God bless Barbara. She did a show with you, didn't she, Diane?
Yes, Barbara just recently co-hosted SCA TV's Anthem Alive with Banachek, who is a fantastic mentalist. He's so good he only has one name,
Banachek.
Banachek.
Wasn't that a TV show once, Banachek?
Yes, it was.
Something like
Yeah.
But Barbara and Banachek were a great combination together.
I think the same guy that was in the A-Team, the guy...
George Papard.
George Papard.
George
I
Papard.
think he was Banachek.
He was
Yes, he
Banachek.
was.
Yeah.
Well, this is a different Banachek. He's a mentalist.
Yes,
Yep, very good
Mentalist,
show.
he's got a show over at
And
the
a very
Strat.
good one. He's at the
It's
Strat.
kid-friendly, and it's, I think, at 4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock?
And, you go there and you watch it, how
Yeah, did he do it?
How do they do that?
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing. My friend Frederick De Silva over at Bally's.
Yes, also a good.
He's one of the
fine.
best there is in the world. Probably the two of them are probably just equal.
Okay, and there's Jerry McCambridge,
Jerry
the
McCambridge.
mentalist who's at over Planet Hollywood area, who has done 4,480 some
Oh, my goodness.
shows in Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I got rejected by Mr. Banachek at his show.
What do you mean you got rejected?
How do
He
you
had
get
this, he had
rejected?
this like whole bunch of people line up and say, okay, yeah, I can work with you, I can work with you. And he looks at me, well, do you like this? Do you like this? No, you don't make
Oh,
any
you didn't
sense.
make
Sit
the
down.
cut. You didn't make the
exactly.
cut, Tom?
Everybody else made the cut.
Oh, well.
I felt bad about that. I still love the show. It's a great show.
So what do you think about that, Neil? I know Neil's got a line for that one.
Rejected by a mentalist.
If I was Tom, I'd be very careful because we could reject him as well.
No,
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
we'd have nobody to write the checks.
And
He ain't going nowhere.
The show that Barbara and Banachek will be on for the rest of August, you can get on the internet at scatv.com.
How often does it play?
On the internet, you can do it anytime you want.
Okay,
On
good.
Cox Cable, it's 3, 6, 9, and 12 around the clock on channel 1960.
1960. That was a good year.
It was a good
Yeah,
year.
it was a good year.
It was, yeah, it was.
Hello to Jerry Walker and Marty Carmel up in Reno. Jerry, my insurance buddy and casino executive friend. Marty is not on his boat this weekend, Neil.
Where's
Watching
Marty?
the show. Marty's at his condo on the river, overlooking the Truckee River up in Reno.
He didn't take the boat on the river?
No, he didn't take the boat. I guess it's getting a little strange up there at Tahoe these days. It's getting cold already.
Oh, all right.
No, not really. Probably it does. It does in August.
Yeah.
It's strange weather.
I've never been to Tahoe.
Oh, what a wonderful place. You ought to try it.
Never been there.
Anyway, hello, Marty. We love having you on. Marty Carmel, my pal. Also, Neil, my Florida cousin.
Oh, here we go.
You got him this week?
I got him this week. Dianne, Frank, Richie V, Michelle, who's in Arkansas, but we'll throw her in with the Florida crowd.
Right.
We also have Susie on Long
On
Island.
Long Island. She's still there. That's where they started, in West Islip.
Yeah, and on the east coast of Florida, we have Bud and Lou. Happy birthday today to Lou on the east coast of Florida.
Lou Rosano, my cousin, on my mother's side, is his birthday today.
How old is he?
75, 76, something like that.
All right, I have a special
Oh, man,
song.
I think he was 10 years younger than me, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
Hey, Lou, how old are you?
I have a special song for Lou.
You do, man?
You ready, Lou? Here it goes. This is your birthday song. It isn't very long. That was it.
That's a great song. I'm sure you enjoyed it. Thanks, Lou. Happy birthday, Lou. Also, Denise Fulihan is at the Flamingo Library
Got a
tonight
show tonight.
at 8 o'clock. It's going to be a great show. Go over there and see it. I think there's some tickets left. The Flamingo and Maryland Parkway Library. That's a great room, by the way.
East Flamingo.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
facility.
Good facility. I like that. Hello to Lou Bizarro. We haven't heard from Lou in a couple of days.
Is he in town or is he on another
He's still in
show?
town. He's still in town. He's going to be leaving on the ships again pretty soon, and he's going to amp up Black Tie Vegas'
I
television
was just
show.
going to say, Black Tie.
He's going to bring that back, and he's going to do it from locations. And I think he should, instead of at the studios all the time.
Yeah, Lou's a good guy.
Yep.
He's a
Yep.
good guy.
Yep.
We like Lou a lot. Hello to Joe Chimera. He's out there making a name for himself. Last time I saw him, he was on Fremont Street,
Dancing.
dancing and playing his guitar. He actually bought a permit to do that.
Oh, he did.
So you got to hand it to him. This guy will work anywhere. So hello, how you doing, Joe? Hope you're doing well. Stefano De Santo. We like Stefano. He has a couple of good shows coming up.
He's in the studio now recording. I don't know if it's a CD or a song, but I saw it posted on social media that Stefano is recording a new tune.
And does he have another show at the Sterling Club coming up, Diane? Do you know?
Do not know.
Do you know him?
I don't know, but
Ask Kelly Clinton.
yeah,
Kelly
Kelly
knows.
Holmes runs it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kelly's very busy. And they
Kelly.
unfortunately, tonight is the last night of the Nevada room. And the Nevada, what was it? The Vegas room and the Nevada room, the Nevada rooms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plural.
Yep. Kelly killed the other night. She had
Every time.
everybody on.
Every time. Kelly kills every time. Sorry to see that place go.
Yep.
It kept everybody working. We like that.
Yeah.
We sure did. Reckless in Vegas. I had
Michael.
Michael Shapiro. What a great guy. Get over there Thursdays and Fridays at 8 o'clock.
And
Reckless in Vegas.
Ann,
Great show.
Ann Martinez.
She's in the show
Isn't
this
it
month.
right now? And Ann, well, we'll probably talk later. Ann's going to be in a new show.
The Bat Thing.
Yeah.
The Bat Thing with
Travis Clower
Clower.
and Ann Martinez are going to be in it.
Is it called the Bat Thing?
No,
I don't
it's for
I don't think that's the
Well,
name
it's
of it.
Meatloaf songs, but
Meatloaf
it's
songs.
the name Bat is in the title
Bat
of the
out
show.
of
They say they do
Get
this
out
while
of hell.
sitting upside down.
Yeah, very good.
Ann Martinez is one of
She's one of the best.
talents.
She's in this month. Next month it's Nikki Scalera. The month after that it's Kelly
Kelly did
Vaughn.
it.
Kelly Vaughn
Okay.
coming up, and we don't know who December
Well, Sandy
is.
Nights is
Looking
I
at
guess-
December.
Yeah, correct.
So that'd be nice. So hello to them. Reckless in Vegas, Michael Shapiro. We're going to give away some
At the
tickets, by the way.
Sahara.
At the Sahara. I remember that place. We can give away some tickets. All we need is your name and your text number, and we will send you tickets. And I got to work with Mark here at a break to find out if we can take calls like that. Remember, we don't have a dump button, though, so we got to be careful on the live calls we take in. No, that's not the same thing.
Oh,
That's not the same
the
thing.
shortstop. It's
So anyway, he wants to give away some tickets. He's doing very well. The show is great, and we wish him the best. He's there every Thursdays and Fridays.
And Michael has connected with Mayor Carolyn Goodman's office,
To get that
and
done.
soon to be announced a Reckless in Vegas Day in Las Vegas.
Nice.
Hello to Derek David. His show is on September the 12th, the 18th. September the 18th at the Italian American Club, A Night to Remember with Derek David, formerly with the Platters. And different brand of platters, right? We have different ones.
I didn't know that.
There are, yeah. Frank was with the Herb Reed's platters.
Yeah, there's only one now.
There's only one now, okay. Well, we won't go into the politics of all that,
Absolutely not.
but he's going to have a great show over there. I'm in it.
Awesome guy.
I'm in it.
What do you do?
I'm the MC.
Okay.
He's an
See.
awesome, awesome guy.
And then I do a Michael Jackson impression.
I can see that. Yeah.
I'm busy then.
No, I just grab my crotch. That's it. That's my whole impression.
I
That's the
thought
entire-
maybe you had taken dance lessons from Joe Chavera and you were going to add it into the show.
$50, I can dance on Fremont Street,
Or call in.
just like him. Hello to Ron Knight and Kimberly Knight. Ron Knight will be our guest next week on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. We're glad to hear that. Also, Sandy Knights, we want to say hello to her. She was on last week. She did a great job. We appreciate it. Ninon is always welcome here. And hello, Ninon. We hope she gets back on television ASAP. We really wanted to. And to Langston Higby over at Palm Mortuary. He sampled some of my stuffed shells with Italian meatballs the other day. He thought it was the greatest thing
I
ever.
got nervous when he sampled.
He sampled the shells,
It's
my
a
stuffed shells.
mortuary.
And that's
you know,
why
he
he's at the
sampled.
mortuary now.
Yeah, right.
It's the Palm Mortuary funeral. It's, there's not everybody's dead that's there.
People are dying to get over
I know that, but they're not all dead yet. So anyway, no, they have a good time over there when they're not being serious. I guess that's tough to do. I'm digging myself a real deep hole, and I better shut up right now. Otherwise, no chicken cacciatore for
No,
me.
exactly.
Digging
Oh,
a hole
goodness.
mortuary.
Anyway, I want to say hello to Langston. He's a good guy. The Go Live Vegas spot, you got that ready to go? No? Okay, hang on to it. Let me talk about the Bronx Wanderers. They're gone for the next week. They'll be touring all over the place, all over the country, most of the East Coast. They're back the beginning of next week on Monday.
Little Vinny's going to Alaska.
Oh, he is. So they're going to have a whole week off.
No, Vincent John.
I'm
Vincent
sorry,
John.
Vincent John.
Yeah.
Vincent John, Little Vinny, Vincent John, Vinay,
The symbol,
whatever he'd like
going
to
by
be.
symbol.
Formerly known as
formerly known as
Prince.
Vin A.
But you know, the thing about that show, and I've said this to people, is you can go see it, you can go back and see it a week later and love it just
It's
as
always
much.
good.
It's always
It's
good.
always good.
Their tickets start at $56. They're back on next, I believe it's the 26th. Is that? Yeah, the 26th.
Yes.
They're back then. Well, they're gone that week. They're back in September. And tickets are inexpensive. They're $56 to start. Not bad. Great show. Small
about-
Shimmer Lounge.
What about
Beautiful place.
menopause? They're continually.
Menopause is continually goes. They've added a second show, a 4 o'clock show on Sunday. Not the 8 o'clock. Used to be 8 o'clock Sunday through 7 days, with a 4 o'clock on Saturday and Tuesday. And now they've added a 4 o'clock show on Sunday and dropped the 8 o'clock show. on
Great
Sunday.
show.
So Menopause, the
Absolutely.
musical,
Again, another one you can go back and see and enjoy.
over and over again.
Yeah.
So there's our shout outs. Diane, you have a couple of shout outs you'd like to do? Why don't you come in during shout out time?
Oh my goodness, I don't know. Can't even.
You want to hold them right now and I'll come back to you?
No, but you mentioned before about Reckless in Vegas,
Yes.
and I mentioned Anthem Live, our TV show out of Sun City Anthem.
Mhm.
And if you tune in this week or this month, my review of Reckless
Okay.
is running now.
Okay, good. And on the show, you did a review on the air with Barbara?
No, well,
No.
it's pre-recorded.
Pre-recorded, okay.
I actually went to see the show on a Thursday, recorded the review on a Friday, and left
There you
town
go.
on Saturday night.
And one more shout out for me is A Night to Remember. We mentioned it earlier with Derek on the 18th of September at the Italian American Club. We're going to come back with Frank Pizarro and Dianne Davis, Neil Portnoy, and Tom Hillary, and Bert Davis is here. But wake up, Bert. Okay, somebody wake up, Bert. He's taking a short nap right now. and I'm not kidding.
He's known for it.
He's known for it.
He's known for it.
He is. And we'll be right back after we listen to Frank Pizarro singing Stardust.
And now the purple dusk love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely nights dreaming of a song, the melody.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
What a voice. What a voice.
Frankie, that's incredible.
That's a great voice.
Could it be listed under something else? The Vegas, Go Live Vegas? Because I looked at it. Okay, I got the other one, Night to Remember. If you want to play
Yeah,
that?
come big.
I got that.
Forget about the other one. We did it live. Okay. Okay, when we come back from this break, we'll be start with you, Frank.
This is the story.
I said we're on break. You say that if you want to.
Someone into a great mathematician or an entrepreneur. Her knowledge was limitless and still is.
In your dress.
She could also make monsters disappear, especially those that lurked in the shadows under the bed.
I'm always amazed at how
This woman put back together
singers like Frank can get to that note immediately and sustain it
just by giving her
right on that note when he sings it right there.
Unbelievable.
It's incredible.
But as
We're going to ask him all about it.
It's incredible.
everyone knows
That's
her as
talent.
Gabriella. I still call her mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help.
Yeah, he's giving you that one.
Want to be care guides you need to help. Some resources at aarp.org/caregiving.
Let's go. All right.
Public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Did you get a call or message that mentioned Social Security that made you feel threatened or scared? That is
Yeah, I
not
do have some shout outs.
information. Social Security will not threaten you, pressure your personal information, or demand anything.
15 seconds.
Social Security does not accept payments by gift card, prepaid debit card, internet currency, or
Are we
by
on
mailing
Facebook
cash.
when we're
Yes, we're always on.
They are hard to trace. Don't fall for it. Hang up, ignore them. Report this criminal activity to
Here we go.
oig.ssa.gov.
And we're back on the Las Vegas Fox Radio Show. I'm Ron Garrett, your host, AM 670, KMZQ. Let me say hello to my friend David Arciero over in, I think he's in, he's not in Vietnam or Cambodia. I think he's in Thailand now. David Arciero, my buddy that likes living in the Asian areas.
Really?
Yeah, he loves it over there. He's running a casino. And
Oh, he's got a casino over
He's
there.
running the casino, and he was my marketing assistant or marketing director. I was the
Stay
boss
away from the car.
at the Sahara back in the day, back about 10, 15 years, 20 years, whatever it was. Anyway, let's start off. First, let me introduce everybody to Frank Bizarro, and let me fill everyone in about exactly who you are.
We
all
have
right?
an hour?
I have about 2 hours.
Wow.
Singer, entertainer, first responder at 9/11 plus other places, lead singer of Herb Reed's Platters, 2 tours in Iraq, a firefighter at the Fire Department of New York City Fire Department, for 21 years. Wow. A veteran, I said that already. Also, you sang the national anthem. We just heard you sing the last, so we know you can do that. Right? Is that right, Neil?
That is correct.
Unbelievable. Isn't that something, Diane? Wasn't he? He knows he sang for the Mets, the Rangers, the Yankees. You sang in the World Series in 2015. You sang in the 2010 World Series for the Yankees. It was the Mets in 2015. Also, the Knickerbockers, the New York Knicks, and several other, the Islanders, and the Rangers. You sang the national anthem at all those places. You sang with the greats, James Ingram, Streisand, the Temps, the Four Tops, Frida Payne. You had a Golden Oldie Spectacular in 2018. I was heard the interview. I listened to the whole thing. And also you are in charge of and the president of Firefighter Memorial Transport.org. That's quite a lineup there, mister.
I've done a couple of things.
So let's go back to the Platters real quick here. Or where do you want to start? You got so much to talk about.
Yeah, you're the boss. Whatever you want.
Well, We say Herb Reed's Platters. That's the only one that's touring right now. That's the original lineage.
The Platters are what they are officially the Platters.
Okay.
Before Herb Reed passed away, he won the rights to his name that he'd been battling for many,
Now,
many
how
years.
far back does he go with the Platters?
Since the beginning.
Since the beginning, so original.
1954. Yeah, so he was one of the originals.
So you were minding your own business and you got this phone call.
Well, what happens is I found out that they still had a group,
Yeah.
and they were still a member doing it. And so I
What,
was
what year was this we're talking about?
2006, and I was a fireman at the time, and I made a demo of all the songs, and I sent it to his camp, and I forgot about it.
Sent it to him,
I
personally,
sent-
yeah,
I
to
did.
her.
And I got a phone call about 3 months later, and I'm in the middle of working, and this guy picks up the phone. He says, "Hello, like, yes, sir. How can I help you?" He says, "Is this Frankie?" I was like, "Yes, sir. How can I help you?" This is Herb Reed from the Platters.
Wow.
Now you got to understand, I was a 6-year-old kid listening to a Baby Blue 8-track tape of the Platters. I wouldn't sing a note if it wasn't.
You
for
weren't
my
6 years old when he called you.
No,
okay,
no,
let's
no,
clear
no.
that
This
up.
is fast forward. I'm
Yeah.
already in my 30s. So he calls me and he says, "The pipe's on you. You dig it? I got to hear more. Would you be willing to come to Boston and sing for me?" I was like, "Okay. When do you need me over there?" He says, "Well, when can you come?" I said, "How's tomorrow?" So I go to Boston.
You're in New York when you.
Yeah, I'm in New York now. And I go to Boston, and he says, "I want you to meet the group." So we go to the rec room on the top where his condo is, and I meet everybody, and he says, "What do you want to sing?" And I said, "I'll sing My Prayer." He says, "What key you want to sing it in?" I was like, "The original key." He's like, "No, you don't. There's no way you want to sing it." I said, "Yeah, I want to sing in the original key." So we sing, and a pin drop, because nobody's going to react until Herb Reed reacts. So he says, "Wow," and everybody starts getting excited. He says, "I need somebody to sing for me." And I'm like, "Sure, no problem." I'm thinking I'm going to do ooh ah in the background, and they got somebody else to sing lead. He says, "No, I want you to sing the hits for me."
Oh, wow.
So that started a world tour.
Frank, I got a question for you. When he said, "No, you don't want to sing it in that key," tell us why.
Because it's high.
Very high.
Most of the Platters notes, a lot of those notes are high.
Okay, now Frank, you talked about when you were 6 years old, and now you fast forwarded this whole thing.
Yeah.
But how much singing did you do in between?
Yeah.
Well, I did a lot of singing. I did all the other stuff, the Barbra Streisand
Yeah, all that
stuff, and
stuff.
James Ingram.
So
was
you were
singing.
you were
I
a
sang all
professional
over.
already.
And were
took-
you a firefighter during that?
Not
First
during that. Not in the
responder?
beginning. No.
You took a shot at it.
I took a shot at it. My father built a little stool in church when I was 6, and he had me standing up there singing in front of church. So
Are you born in New York City or?
I was born in the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
East Side of Manhattan.
Yeah.
Let me tell you who Dianne is jumping in here, which is great. That's why you're here. Let me give everybody a little background on you, Dianne, so they know who's talking. You're from Somerville, New Jersey. You studied at Keene University. You are an entertainer, lifestyles reporter, and columnist. You went to Somerville High School.
I did.
You did, in Somerville, New Jersey, right? You channeled 99, right? You worked with them
It
for a
was
while?
99,
And
they
now it's what,
changed the number. It's 1960
196, which is the one you
It's
just called
an
out.
all senior citizen, all volunteer TV station in Sun City Anthem in Henderson. I'm the lead reporter. I train the reporters, and I guess, about 96% of the entertainment stuff.
Do you tell everybody as you go on the air to put their right finger up to their ear and turn it up?
What?
It's a senior community.
No.
No, I would have to do that, though, I think. And the Vegas Voice.
Vegas Voice newspaper, Dan Roberts, hi Dan.
Hi, Dan.
Which is mailed into people's home, a monthly column, generally on entertainment, but during that COVID thing that we went through, Bert and I recycled some articles we had done on our travels because we do travel the world a bit.
The Vegas
And
News Channel, is that also the one you said?
That's not right now, but splashmags.com. If you go to splashmags.com online, do entertainment, travel. A lot of the travel is in Bert's name. As I say, Bert and I are a team. If it's entertainment, I write it, he checks facts, makes sure the ticket prices and the times of the shows are correct. If it's travel, the likelihood is that he originally wrote it, and then I put in adjectives, because he writes like a chemical engineer or something. Which is,
Which
the
is-
facts, just the facts.
Just the facts, man.
And then, but we're really.
Well, I've noticed that you've traveled all over the world.
We have.
World traveler writer. You've written about every place you've been. You take your great not fake.
No,
but
bad
selfies, which
bad
is
selfies.
just half your face everywhere you go.
I created that art form.
You did.
I did. And, because, looking at all the vacation pictures gets a little bit boring, so putting in the bad selfies makes it more fun.
I've also got to mention when Dorothy and I first moved to Vegas, we connected with Dianne. I don't remember how or where, but we did. And she came into the gallery, did a great interview. And I think, I could be wrong, that's where the bad selfie started. Because she was interviewing me on a stool that was 2'7". And when the camera angle came in, we developed the common day bad selfie.
Could be. Could be.
The common day bad selfie.
And I am proud to say that I am on in the Portnoy Gallery.
Yes,
I
you
have
know,
been
well,
Portnoyed.
Also, who's been Portnoy is on the phone right now. Let's talk to Rose Kingsley. Hey, Rose, are you there, bud? Hello, Rose. Okay, we lost her. She'll call back. She'll call right back. Go ahead, keep going.
Yes, you are in the Wall of Honor.
Yes.
We'll get Frank up there at some point, but he's going to want his picture taken with the hat on. Of course, he is a member of the Dome Patrol.
The Dome Patrol. That's your club.
My club. Yeah.
Your club.
I make it look better though.
Yes.
Well, you do.
Well, I'm not going to make a judgment on that. Maybe Dianne can take that one on, but I'm not going to do it. You're also a blogger and you've had a lot going. Splash Magazine, Lawrence Davis, is that a relative?
He passed away.
He did. Oh. And it's still up and running, though, Splash.
Yes, absolutely. It's all over the world. They've got different editions of it. So it literally covers the world. That's a lot of fun. So the thing is, Ron, I have to thank you. Because I'm on TV, on Sun City Anthem television. I'm in the newspaper with Vegas Voice. I'm online with splashmags.com. But I hadn't been on the radio.
Well, here you are.
So here I am. I can check that off the list now.
Here's a little clip of your show called Out and About. So let's listen to this for a few seconds.
This is Dianne Davis, and I am out and about. Now, I was out at Bally's to see a show called Extravaganza, and it is an excellent choice for locals and tourists and the kids and the grandkids as well. Yes, friends and neighbors, everyone. If you like variety shows, this fits the mold. If you want a production that is squeaky clean, suitable for adults and kids, check it out at Bally's. There's plenty of spirited dancing, acrobatics, comedy, skating, maybe aerobics too, singing, and acts, and even 3 motorcycles that manage not to collide as they circle inside one of those huge see-through spheres. There's a thin plot as the male lead, an excellent dancer, seeks his love in Las Vegas. That's the ticket. Actually a bus ticket to bring the audience to the Vegas plot, which includes numbers that pay homage to Elvis, a hologram, singing Viva Las Vegas, Michael Jackson, along with many cast members, and Marilyn Monroe. Of course, the requisite showgirls appear frequently throughout. Guten Tag.
No, I got it. This is meine Auto.
All right, we're right. Okay.
What happened to Rose?
No idea.
No idea.
She wasn't there. She tried to call back.
Not calling back. Go back to the other one I had queued up. That one. Okay.
I need to say something about that because it wasn't from SCTV.
Soon we get out from the break. Sure.
You still want to do this for the 40 then, or?
I'm still going to go to that one next. To the break.
The 540.
Yeah, 540. We're having so much fun on Behind 12 Minutes.
I'm having fun.
You know what we care about the most here at Jeep Only? We care about our customers. We want our customers to have the best experience of their lives.
Bert, you having fun?
2022 Jeep Grand Cherokees for $499. I mean, that's crazy. And we have so many used cars.
That's why I told them when we come back on the scene.
5255 West Sahara Avenue. You know what you're going to say? Hey, Timur sent me. I want my deal. I want my deal right now. Who sent you? Timur sent me. All right, perfect. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, Ron, that actually wasn't on
Where
this.
you're going tonight.
1 minute.
I'm Lance Bass, and this is Chip.
For more than 100 years, American Humane has been on the front lines protecting animals in times of crisis. From Pearl Harbor to 9/11, the California wildfires, and the coronavirus pandemic, American Humane Rescue has provided life-saving assistance
still
for
want Rose?
animals in virtually every major national disaster.
You still want
If you're
Rose?
anything like me, your pets mean the world
Rose?
to you. And if disaster strikes, you want to keep them safe. To prepare for
Hey,
an
Rose, hold on.
oncoming
Yeah.
disaster, ensure your pet has secure and up-to-date identification. And if you must evacuate, remember to take your disaster preparedness
10 seconds.
kit with you. To learn more about disaster planning and how to keep your best friends safe, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Here we go.
And we're back on the Las Vegas Rocks Radio Show. I'm Ron Garrett, AM 670 KMZQ with Frank Pizarro, Dianne Davis, Neil Portnoy, and Tom Hillary. Dianne, you had something to say about that cut I just did?
That segment actually was not from Anthem Alive. It's from Out and About, which is Dan Roberts over at the Vegas Voice has started broadcasting as well. So that was a segment that I did for him. So I wanted to make that clear.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Is Rose online now? Bring it on up here. Hello, Diva Rose.
Hey, what's going on with your phone? We have a storm up here.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's your phones, but let's see what's happening. You had a great show over at Gatsby's.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and what's up with that, and what's next?
It was sold out. The next one is Friday, September. Actually, I'm singing on Tuesday night up at Summerlin, a tribute to Judy Garland. I'm doing a little show with Bill Fain. And then Friday, September 23rd, I'm doing our show that was sold out called I'm in a New York State of Song, and that's at the Summerlin Performing Arts Center. That's at 7:30.
Oh, you're busy.
And then I don't know if you saw, I've been honored by the Palm Springs Women's Press
Yes, we
Club
saw that, yes.
on October 14th, and I'll be doing a show back at the Indian Wells Performing Arts Center there. And then, of course, I've moved the International Opera Institute to Las Vegas, and we are going to be doing operas, and I know there's been a big need for that here, and we're bringing in some wonderful singers from New York, from the Metropolitan Opera, so that's exciting, and I'm starting my studio, which, I am a voice therapist for professional singers who have vocal problems or to want to improve their voice.
Well, there you go. That sounds like you're very busy.
So, Rose, that first gig that you mentioned with Bill Fain in Summerlin, where will that be exactly?
Tuesday night. It's at
the library, right?
I guess it's at Del Webb.
Oh, okay.
Where's that? Which one is that?
Sun City, Del
Del
Webb.
Webb up in
Okay.
Summerlin.
Summerlin. Okay.
And that's at 6 o'clock. And then the next one with Bill Fain is September 23rd at 7:30, and that's a phenomenal show. If you like New York or you're from New York, you're going to love it.
Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. I appreciate the call in, and we look forward to seeing those shows.
Okay.
And welcome to Vegas again.
Thank you.
And hello to Norm. Say hello to Norm, Mr. Miller.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Rose Kingsley, everybody. Vegas is the Vegas diva, Rose Kingsley. That's who that was. So she's got a lot working there, Neil.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on. I was at Gatsby's. It was a great show, well attended, and she's going to do that show again. Got to see an old friend of mine in Vegas, Sid the Kid.
I like Sid.
Great saxophone player, and he is. He calls himself the Kid. The man is huge.
Yeah, he's not a kid.
He's not a kid.
He's not a kid. Frank, let's come back to you for a few seconds
Yes,
here,
sir.
a few minutes actually. When did you know that you could sing? When did someone say, "Hey, you're a kid"?
I
Whatever
still
you
don't know.
You don't think you
I
can now with
still
that kind
don't-
of voice?
I still don't know. I keep it as humble as I can because you always strive to be a little better.
Well, let's go to what's really important to you right now.
Yes, sir.
Which is the Firefighter Memorial Transport. Tell us a little bit about that and what that's all about.
After 21 and a half years with the New York City Fire Department and surviving 9/11,
Can you just spend 3 or 4 sentences and for people that don't know what your part was in 9/11?
Well, I was a New York City fireman, and I responded to the World Trade Center on 9/11. And
did you go in the building?
I did.
You did.
And so when I retired, I came out to Vegas, and after doing all that service, you kind of start bouncing off the walls, trying to find something to do. Planting flowers was very not successful out here. For some reason, it's a little dry.
Do you go back every year for the reading of the names?
I don't. I used to.
Yeah.
But now, since I got here, I was asked to sing the national anthem at the 9/11 events here.
Uh-huh.
So I started doing that. It's been wearing. So I wanted to bring more awareness to it here, and I saw that a service wasn't necessarily being provided here for the fallen heroes. So I started the Firefighter Memorial Transport, which of course started that way because of being a fireman, but we also service police and military personnel as well.
Frank, talk about what that is, because those are words to the common person. What does the organization, the charitable foundation which you've started, we can use the word caisson. People might understand the word caisson. Elaborate on the word caisson and what the transport organization that you have does.
Well, what we got a retired vehicle, fire truck from the Altapan Volunteer Fire Department in New Jersey, and we got it shipped out here, and we retrofitted it with all the gold leafing and all the pretty things, and we got a lift put in to carry the caskets of fallen firefighters in procession. And so that's the first thing that we started doing. Then the charity progressed and became, we do it for military and police. We also provide services to the widows. We help them with arrangements and meals for the family. And we provide scholarships to their children to go to school. And we do community support as well. We do meals for them on Thanksgiving, and we do coat drives, and we do school supplies and those kind of services.
Now, you did all of this. You started all this on your own dollar. You did this. I mean, it's an incredible, unbelievable thing that you started from the bottom of your heart. That was very special, emotional for you. You brought it here. You paid for it to get here. And now you've got to maintain it, and that takes money, and that's where the foundation kicks in.
And that's where the foundation kicks in.
How do we contribute to it, Frank?
Well, we have a website. It's firefightermemorialtransport.org. That's firefightermemorialtransport.org. You can go there and donate to your heart's desire. The kind that jingles, but the kind that folds is always better. I also have a phone number. It's 646. I still kept the New York number. 646-578-7273. That's 646-578-7273. And you can visit there. You can leave your contact information. We'd like to talk to you and involve. We're open to volunteers, and always looking to participate in more events to not only support the fallen heroes and their families, but the communities surrounding.
How do you come out to the community? What do you do to make yourself more visible in the community?
Well, we've been doing podcasts like this one.
Not a podcast.
I'm sorry, a radio show.
This is a broadcast radio show live in real time.
There you go. Broadcast radio shows.
Well, it becomes a podcast when we're done with it, then it's up.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've been doing podcasts also. And we do some advertising. We've been in the Review Journal. We've been on all the news outlets. And we spread the word. It's really word of mouth. We go to different nonprofit events, and we support other nonprofits. And
okay, Frank.
I'm sorry. The way I found out about you was that Mark O'Toole had you on his show in Sun City Anthem, and both singing and talking a lot about your story, and that was a wonderful thing.
And so what I do while I'm being an entertainer, I'm using those proceeds and the time that I have on those shows to spread the word.
Great.
Let's listen to you sing as I go to break right now. Here's Frank with Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Let's listen to this. And we go to break.
Ask me how I knew my true love was true. I someday you'll find all who love will find. When your heart's on fire, you must realize smoke gets in your
Guys and gals, by now you know there are not
Okay, I'm running short, everybody. That's why I'm pushing.
I wish I was a fly on the wall when he went into the room in Boston with Herb Reed, opened his mouth, and Herb's mouth just dropped. Because the original key, I mean, kudos.
Going back to Tom. Tom, give us a brief movie catch up. Okay. We still have another break.
One more break.
We can't toss it. Can we toss the break? Is it a paid break or is it PSA?
Hair loss can be at any age. Treatments work for both men and women wanting a natural, thicker head of hair without side effects.
Doctors
of Hair,
call now.
Go back to back with it. When this break ends, do that break. Go back to back.
Every 4 minutes?
or online at
I'm gonna get rid of all our breaks so we can come back.
Yep.
Now you know. Over
Good job.
50,000 police officers are assaulted.
Diane's great.
Questions.
I told Tammy that you'd be great.
Yep.
You know, you're great. You're
I
funny,
ask the
smart.
questions people want answers to.
That's what you do.
Just put yourself out there, listening to the show. What do you want to know?
That's why I wanted you on this, Frank.
You're gonna step on your toes and ask
Not at all.
No,
Not at all. No.
You know what? I'm watching and learning and listening, and each one of you knows when to.
And de-escalation isn't necessary
And that comes with years
He's a
of
broadcaster, my guy.
Let me do some stuff on the fireman, okay?
What's that?
Let me do some stuff on the fireman. I'll do a quick thing on the movie.
Don't argue.
It's positive stuff. Is it positive, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Positive.
You don't want to do what you were going to do?
Comply now.
I also want to give. I want to give Margaret a
new movie. The Fireman.
Okay. We get rid of these breaks. We'll come back. Tom does his movie bit, and then we'll come back and we're going to wrap
You
up.
want us to talk about Frank rather
Sure,
than
you can
the
talk
movie?
about Frank. Frank, you want to take a question from Tom?
I've never seen movies.
I'm just getting rid of all the breaks.
I was waiting for you to go with the 3
We'll
minutes.
change the format next up on the.
I gotta figure out how we're gonna get this. It's not the most user-friendly.
We'll save it for next. We'll save that for next time I'm on.
She always says, Tom,
The 3 most talented people in this town: Neil Portnoy, Clint Holmes, and John D. Domenico.
There you go.
she always says, always.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
I'm running back to back.
We'll save it for next time.
We're
There you
good.
go.
Good?
Yeah. So we're gonna come back and take it all the way to the top.
Taking it to the end.
Yeah.
I want you to put up this one. I want Debbie. I got a little snippet of a Debbie Reynolds interview I want to use.
Of mine?
Yeah.
When I asked her what she could say about Liz Taylor?
It's the excerpt. It's just a short minute and something. But I want to do that. And I also want to still use my Going Out song. And then I need another Frank song. So let's go with
I always ask
Magic
before
Touch. So
I
cue up that Diane and Magic Touch.
In that order.
And I asked Debbie, is anything off my list?
She went, no.
Ask me anything.
Okay, when we come back, we're gonna have one.
So I said, what can we say about it?
We will have,
And she says, some things are
We're
awful.
back in 29 seconds then?
yeah, so you have about 9 minutes.
9 minutes, okay.
Quickest hour ever.
This?
Quickest hour ever.
Oh, yeah. Didn't it fly by?
When you have fun, that's what happens.
Okay, here's what we're doing. When we come back, I'm going to Tom. He's going to do the movie insert, talk about the movie. And then I'm going to come back to you, Diane. I have a little Debbie Reynolds.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come back to Frank.
Here we go.
Neil, you got to plug.
When can I plug Mark?
Huh?
When can I plug Mark?
As soon as you come on, Mike. As soon as I. And we're back on the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. Ron Garrett, your host here on AM 670 KMZQ with Frank Pizarro and Dianne Davis, Neil Portnoy, and Tom Hillary. Tom,
Yes.
what's new in Hollywood right now? Give us our movie magic insert.
The movie magic insert. Well,
The movie magic insert.
last week I gave you the bad news. This week I want to come up with positive news. So what are the
Okay.
movies? What are the movies that are selling and doing right? Looks like it's Bullet Train with Brad Pitt. Top Gun Maverick is
Still
still
up
the
there,
number 2 movie. And DC League of Super Pets. What do they all have in common? They stand by their basic stories, and they don't go off story into other
It's
shows.
an animated show, isn't it? The Super Pets?
Yes, it is.
It's animated.
But that's working.
Okay.
But you know what? If I could, I just want to address a couple of things to Frank over here. Frank, I really understand what you're talking about with the fire department because my Uncle Ralph, God rest his soul, was a career firefighter over in Boston. And people don't realize how tough that job really is. Number, obviously, you're in a burning building, but little things people don't remember, like, oh, kids hide in closets and under beds. You're in a burning building looking for hiding kids. And when you're up in Boston, New York especially, you take the climate and you take the population density. That is going to be one of those toughest, most dangerous jobs in the world. And I thank God for guys like you who take that job on. And for my Uncle Ralph, thank you very much.
Thanks, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Anything else going on with Batgirl?
Batgirl, I think that's just a sad story.
Yeah,
A lot of people
are they gonna release that like
No.
on streaming or anything like that at all? Because the movie was too woke.
You know, a friend of mine out in Hollywood
Whatever
said,
that means.
weren't they looking at the dailies to see something was going wrong? They were just so separated from their audience that they cannot serve their audience. You got to stay in touch with your people.
Okay.
Very simple.
Diane, let's come back to you for a few minutes here. Tell us about the Mark O'Toole show.
One of the greatest things that's happened in Sun City Anthem is that Mark is bringing a show there every 2 weeks. Tickets go on sale first to residents, $10 a ticket.
You can't get in. He sells out right away.
He sells out. Yeah, you've got to be there within the first hour to get tickets nowadays. But
Did you get to see the show at the South Point?
yes, I got to see the show at the South Point. We were there on Saturday night. And, oh my God, I was so happy for Mark. This is a guy who's been working in this town for 30 years, I think. And he had a 17-piece band behind him. And he put it all in, and the audience loved it.
He waited all his life for this particular
Yes.
South Point
I
presentation.
was so glad. And I hear rumors that they're going to have him back at South Point.
It was full. He sold out.
It was
Well,
wonderful.
not only, Diana, they're going to have him back, but Michael Leonardi,
Yes.
correct?
Entertainment director,
Libanati
has 5 other locations that they're affiliated with, and they're talking behind the scenes about expanding this show because what he wanted to see out of Mark was, can you fill the house?
He did.
And he filled the house 2 nights. And it was Mark O'Toole at his best, entertaining, coming into the crowd. I'm so happy for him. Like Ron said, he's been in this town a number of years, and he's finally getting his.
He deserves it.
Absolutely.
And he's excellent.
He's great.
I went to the show the same night as
You
Neil
saw it?
did.
Yeah, you stood up and sang.
Incredible. It was incredible. It's one of the better things I've seen here in Vegas.
So you think he's got the ability to get into a main room?
Well,
even though the South Point is a main room,
yeah.
but I'm talking down the corporate baloney that goes on a little further north.
Well, if Herman's Hermits, or back in my era, are doing that circuit of the 5 properties and drawing people, all they have to do is promote it. Frank, correct me if I'm wrong. The proper way with video, so people understand
Because
who
they
Mark
don't know who
O'Toole.
he is.
That's right. If you can market a pet rock and make $1 million, Mark O'Toole is worth more than that. I think it's huge for Mark, and so proud of him. He's worked his tail off to get to this level. The Sun City thing is great. They should pay him more, my opinion.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, he is a gift from the gods to Sun City.
You're a gift to Las Vegas. I
Well,
said that
thank
you're
you
a
so
treasure,
much.
and I have a little clip here I want to get in before the show ends.
Okay.
It's going back a few years, I don't know, not long ago, but when she was alive. Here's you and Debbie Reynolds doing an interview. It's a real short one. We're going to play it.
Okay.
Diane's still alive.
Doing the live show, are there any mountains left to climb for Debbie Reynolds? Well, there's always mountains, I suppose, but I don't really have any, my dreams were never huge. I'm a normal, average person, and I didn't dream of becoming a movie star or being in show business. It just happened to me. So I really think God already has a destiny in mind for you. And I think he had something in mind for me. And he gave me that dream way beyond any dream that I've ever dreamt. And now I've realized that dream, so do I have a further dream? I couldn't possibly have wished for a finer life and a more exciting life than I have. I get to travel, I get to do what I want and what I love to do. So what woman could wish for more? Have I met the right man? No, and I never will. But maybe that's to be God.
It wasn't Eddie?
I got to tell you something about that. Okay,
Tell us
I got
about
to give
that.
you a quickie because
Let's
there's
go live.
two questions.
Sorry about the loading up there, a little bit of a jumpy.
Two questions I ask before every interview. How much time do we have, and is anything off limits? So that having, Debbie said, ask me anything. So once we got into it, we're comfortable and all of that, I said, Debbie, what can you say about Elizabeth Taylor? She laughed. She said, well, we had one thing in common. We married the same idiot.
Great line.
I kill for those things in an interview.
Some other famous people that you've interviewed, like Debbie.
Oh my gosh, Pizarro.
Because you've done so many.
Ralphie May, one of my absolute favorites. who
Very funny
passed away.
comedian, yeah.
Yeah, Frankie Avalon and Rich Little, and I can't even think of that. Who else? Berta remembers. Berta awake back there?
Don't wake him up. Don't wake him up.
Tony Orlando.
Tony Orlando was one of the nicest guys I have interviewed.
Yes.
There was on the flip side a man who was related to Buddy Hackett, and I won't even give his first name.
Oscar, you interviewed Oscar.
Oh, Oscar Goodman. Yeah, of course.
You did that. Yeah, Oscar's great to interview.
Yeah.
He's totally back in the day, isn't he?
Okay. Oh God, what's her name? Hang on, I'm having a senior moment. The stripper.
Which one?
With a T.
Tempest Storm.
Tempest Storm.
Tempest
I got
Storm.
it. Perfect that we tell this story this week. Tempest Storm was wonderful. She held nothing back. I said to her, Tempest, you've been with many men in your life. Who was the best? She said, oh, Dianne, Elvis was the king.
Oh, boy.
There you go.
Frank, one more time. Give us a rundown once again on the Firefighter Memorial Transport.
So to make a donation is firefightermemorialtransport.org. That's firefightermemorialtransport.org, or you can call me at 646-578-7273.
There you go. Neil, what's new over at the Portnoy Gallery?
Well, what's new is old. We had an event at the gallery Sunday. Joelle Rigetti, Chris, Jason got married and had their reception.
What's their name now? He's Rossi,
No,
Jason, Rigetti.
He's Rigetti. Yeah,
Jason.
They took her name, Rigetti.
Can you do that?
Sure, you can. You can do whatever you want.
So now they're Mr. and Mrs. Rigetti.
Correct.
Cool.
And they
Legally, but they still have their stage
But
name.
their stage names.
But
Which
we
one
have-
is he using right now? Chris Jason.
Jason, yeah, which is his middle name, by the way.
All right.
But we had 250 people at the reception at Portnoy Gallery this weekend.
That was great.
It was catered. We had a valet service, and we get the Wham event coming up for September. Crystal Goddard will be the featured entertainer that night. And again, as always at Portnoy Gallery, the Tyler Robinson Foundation is the charitable foundation that we are involved with raising money for.
But besides all that, people can just make an appointment with you to come to the gallery and see the pictures and maybe have you do something.
Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. we are at the gallery.
Well, we're going to wrap it up right now. We're going to have Frank, you're going to take us home to the end of the show with the Magic Touch. We're going to go out with that. Thank you so much, Frank Bizarro, for being here. We're going to bring you back again and again till we get some money for you for the Firefighter Memorial Transport.
Thank you so much, Ron.
Go to their website, firefightermemorialtransport.org. Dianne Davis, we'll be seeing you up on Sun City TV. Or you'll be there, Neil, at the gallery, and Tom at a movie theater near you soon.
Watch Looks Can Kill on Tubi TV.
That's right. Thanks to Mark Thomas, our studio producer. And taking us home to the end of the show is Mr. Frank Pizarro with the Magic Touch. Thank you all for listening and watching the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. We're here to promote local entertainers, famous or not, the venues they appear in, and other great places that they perform, like the Portnoy Gallery. Thank you all for listening. We're back next week with another great show. I'm Ron Garrett, and good night from the Las Vegas Rocks radio show. Sam Novak says, Dianne Davis in the house. Hello, Sam. Hello, Tony Fierro.
It's not official unless John Cox and Lady Sam Novak and Dianne Davis.
And Johnny Cox. 20 seconds.
Absolutely.
I mean, nothing stars a local girl, right?
I would be delighted to do
Her fifth time. Just go to whatever.
What are you doing tonight?
Got it? That's it. Well done. That's the show. Thanks everybody for watching on Facebook Live. And I'm going to be posting this right now.